Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of relationships, but with a Stoic twist. We're going to explore 11 crucial things men should never do when interacting with women, all rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This isn't about playing games or manipulating, it's about building stronger, healthier connections based on respect, understanding, and emotional intelligence. This video is for the man who wants more than just fleeting connections. This is for the man who's ready to level up, to become the best version of himself, not just for her, but for himself. If you're ready to transform your approach to relationships, then buckle up, gentlemen, because we're about to embark on a journey of self-improvement and profound connection. The first mistake men make is trying to control a woman's actions. We think we can dictate who she sees, what she wears, or how she spends her time. Gentlemen, this isn't just disrespectful, it's a recipe for disaster. The Stoics teach us that the only thing we can truly control is ourselves, our own thoughts and actions. Trying to control someone else is like trying to control the wind. Instead of seeking to control her, focus on understanding her. Listen to her, respect her decisions, and trust her judgment. When you let go of the need to control, you create space for real connection to blossom. Choose instead to build your foundation on trust, respect, and the freedom to be yourselves. The second mistake men often make is seeking validation from women. We crave their approval, their compliments, their reassurance that we're good enough. But gentlemen, here's the hard truth. Seeking validation from anyone other than yourself is a recipe for insecurity. When you base your self-worth on someone else's opinion, you become a slave to their approval. The Stoics understood that true strength comes from within. It comes from knowing your worth, owning your values, and being comfortable in your own skin. When you cultivate self-approval, you no longer need someone else to tell you you're worthy. Focus on building your self-esteem, pursuing your passions, and living a life that makes you proud. Now let's talk about availability. Gentlemen, there's a fine line between being attentive and being overly available. When you drop everything to answer her calls, reply to her texts instantly, and clear your schedule at a moment's notice, you might think you're being the perfect guy. But in reality, you're sending a dangerous message that you have no life outside of her. Scarcity creates value, gentlemen. When you have your own life, your own passions, your own friends, and your own purpose, you become infinitely more interesting and attractive. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living a balanced life, one where relationships complement, not consume, your purpose. So gentlemen, don't be afraid to prioritize your own life. Continue pursuing your passions, nurturing your friendships, and building your empire. This will make you more attractive to the right kind of woman, a woman who respects your independence as much as her own. Chapter 4, You're Not Her Savior. Gentlemen, we often feel the need to swoop in and save the day, especially when it comes to women we care about. We see them struggling, feeling down, or facing a challenge, and our instinct is to jump in and fix it all. But here's the thing, sometimes, the most helpful thing you can do is simply listen. Women are strong, capable individuals who are perfectly capable of solving their own problems. What they often crave is not a knight in shining armor, but a supportive partner who listens without judgment and offers empathy without trying to take over. The Stoics believed in focusing on what we can control, and we can't control someone else's problems or emotions. What we can control is our own response. So gentlemen, the next time you see her struggling, resist the urge to immediately jump into fix-it mode. Instead, practice active listening and show her that you're there for her, not to solve her problems, but to support her through them. Chapter 5, Your Boundaries Matter. Let's talk about boundaries, gentlemen. In any relationship, it's crucial to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. This means being clear about your limits, your comfort zones, and what you will and will not tolerate. Many men make the mistake of neglecting their own boundaries in an attempt to please a woman or avoid conflict. They say yes when they mean no, they compromise their values, and they allow themselves to be treated in ways they wouldn't accept from anyone else. The Stoics understood the importance of living in accordance with our values and principles. They believe that compromising our integrity for the sake of pleasing others ultimately leads to unhappiness and resentment. Think about what truly matters to you. What are your non-negotiables? What values do you hold dear? Once you're clear on your boundaries, communicate them clearly and assertively. Remember, a woman who respects you will respect your boundaries, and if she doesn't, it's a clear sign that she's not the right woman for you. Chapter 6, Don't Lose Sight of Your Purpose. Gentlemen, one of the biggest mistakes we can make in relationships is losing sight of our own purpose. We become so enamored with the woman in our lives that we put our own dreams, ambitions, and aspirations on hold. When you neglect your purpose, you become stagnant, unfulfilled, and ultimately less attractive. The Stoics believed in living a life of purpose, of striving to become the best versions of ourselves. They understood that true fulfillment comes from pursuing our passions and contributing to something larger than ourselves. A woman who truly loves you will want to see you thrive. She'll encourage your pursuits, support your ambitions, and celebrate your successes. So gentlemen, keep chasing your dreams, keep striving for greatness, and keep your purpose at the forefront of your mind. Gentlemen, let's talk about honesty. In the realm of relationships, honesty isn't just the best policy, it's the only policy. Yet so many men fall into the trap of lying, manipulating, or playing games, thinking they're being clever or strategic. But here's the truth. Lies always have a way of unraveling, and when they do, they shatter trust, damage reputations, and leave relationships in ruins. The Stoics placed a high value on integrity and honesty, believing that a life lived in accordance with truth was essential for happiness and fulfillment. Honesty, even when it's difficult, is always the best course of action. It builds trust, fosters intimacy, and creates a foundation of respect. Be the man who speaks his truth with courage and kindness even when it's uncomfortable. Gentlemen, in the pursuit of love and connection, it's easy to lose ourselves. We might be tempted to compromise our values, our beliefs, or our principles in order to please a woman or fit into her world. But here's the thing. True love never requires you to sacrifice who you are. The Stoics believed in living in alignment with our core values, regardless of external pressures or influences. They understood that compromising our integrity for the sake of approval ultimately leads to unhappiness and a loss of self-respect. Think about the things that are non-negotiable for you. What are the moral and ethical principles that guide your life? These values are your compass, gentlemen, and they should never be compromised, not even for love. True strength lies in being true to yourself, even when it's difficult. Chapter 9. Master your emotions. Gentlemen, we've all been there. You're in the midst of an argument, emotions are running high, and suddenly, you find yourself reacting in ways you later regret. The Stoics placed great emphasis on emotional control, understanding that our emotions have the power to either empower or enslave us. They believed that by mastering our emotions, we could respond to challenges with clarity, wisdom, and composure. When it comes to relationships, emotional intelligence is key. This means being aware of your own emotions, understanding how to manage them effectively, and responding to her emotions with empathy and understanding. Practice techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or reframing negative thoughts to help you stay grounded in moments of emotional intensity. Chapter 10. Game over for playing games. Gentlemen, let's address the elephant in the room: games. In the world of dating and relationships, it's easy to fall into the trap of playing games, thinking that manipulation and deception are the keys to winning her heart. We might play hard to get, send mixed signals, or try to make her jealous, all in the name of appearing more desirable. But here's the thing, games are for amateurs. They create confusion, mistrust, and ultimately prevent you from forming a genuine connection. The Stoics believed in straightforwardness and authenticity. They understood that true strength lay in being direct, honest, and upfront about your intentions. True confidence comes from being comfortable in your own skin, not from trying to manipulate or outsmart someone else. So, ditch the games and step into your authentic self. Chapter 11. Respect her independence. Gentlemen, we've come to the final, and perhaps most important, point: respecting her independence. Just as you have your own dreams, aspirations, and passions, so does she. A strong, independent woman doesn't want to be controlled or stifled. She wants to be celebrated and supported. One of the biggest mistakes men make is trying to clip her wings, to hold her back from pursuing her dreams or expressing her individuality. The Stoics believed in individual sovereignty, the idea that each person has the right to live according to their own values and pursue their own path. True love doesn't seek to control or possess, but to empower and uplift. A woman's independence is not a threat to your relationship, it's an asset. So, celebrate her ambition, encourage her passions, and support her dreams. Be her biggest cheerleader, her confidant, and her partner in crime. Outro: becoming the best version of yourself. So there you have it, gentlemen, 11 things men should never do with women, all rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Remember, building a strong, healthy, and fulfilling relationship requires more than just grand gestures or superficial charm. It demands emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights rooted in Stoic philosophy and practical wisdom.